Good morning, campers. This is Crusader Rabbit, KBNY 5962, starting our broadcasting day. And today, for your viewer enjoyment, bringing you another installation of photography fun using the Minolta-16. So if you followed the channel in the last couple of weeks, I purchased a Minolta-16 camera, and I did a bench test going through the functionality and showing the features of the Minolta-16. I also went out and purchased a roll of color film, basically just for the cartridge that, top of the cartridge sort of stayed in there. There we go. Whoop. Still think there's a piece in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's all out now. So, I purchased the roll of color film basically just for the cartridge so that I could struggle trying to put it back together here on camera. Not quite sure why that's not going right back together. Maybe that's not on perfectly. There we go. Okay. So I purchased the film basically just for the cartridge so that I could slit, and I had purchased a slitter here which takes 35mm film and slits it down to 16mm. So I'd purchased some 16mm Minolta color film specifically just for the cartridge, so that I could slit it 35mm down to 16mm, respool it onto the cartridge, and then load it into the camera. And then I had several videos where sometimes you have to kind of move this around a little before it settles down. If you notice, there's if I can get this out properly here again. Yeah, the whole thing. There's kind of like a little head here, and that has to match with the little piece on the bottom here. I don't know if you can see inside there. And if these tips here are on the raised part there, it's not gonna sit down flush. So sometimes you put this in and it fits down perfectly flush right there, like this. Sometimes you put it in and it's raised up a little bit, and you kind of gotta move that head around a little bit, the rewind head around a little bit, so that it fits down properly, flush. So anyway, so I made several videos where I was trying to respool and then take I was practicing respooling in daylight with a piece of practice 16mm film. And then I was trying to get that to run through the camera. I was having all sorts of problems. I'd like to thank all of the viewers that left comments, because eventually I was able to use the comments left by viewers to be able to slit and respool and run it through the camera successfully. And today I did that for the first time and produced a roll of 16mm exposures. And I think the basic flaw in what I was doing incorrectly was I was trying to put too much film into the unexposed area of the cartridge. And some viewer wrote in and said, hey, just use 18 inches of film. So I had in my darkroom bathroom, I have a cutting board over the bathroom sink, darkroom sink, that was 18 inches long. So it was very easy for me in the dark, after I had slit my 35mm film, to just take the slit film and lay it out, in the dark over the length of the cutting board, and then snip it just a little shorter than the full length of the cutting board, and then I knew I had less than 18 inches. And from that film I was able to get One's kind of light here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think there's an image here. It's pretty light. It has like a little mark there from where I put my weight. And then kind of a half of a 20. So almost got 20. I was probably a little liberal with the amount of film I was putting on the take-up spool to start off with. So maybe like 18, 19 pictures per roll. And what does the counter count down to? Counter counts down to 20. So I think we're probably just about there. Just about to spec. So I just have the UV lens for this. I don't have the distance lens. I don't have the close-up lens. So the 0, 1, 2 lenses I don't have. I think 0 lens is the distance lens. 1 and 2 are the close-up lenses. I just have the UV lens. And I believe that gives me, and if I was at f/16, that would give me everything between like 6 feet and infinity as a focus. It was a bright day today. It's been kind of overcast and rainy. Today was a fairly nice contrasty day, so hopefully we have some pictures for you to enjoy. I'm going to take these pictures, digitize them, put them at the end of this video. So please stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy the actual pictures in the test roll that we took. And I think mostly I was at f/16, and it would have been like I'm shooting HP5 plus. It would have been like a f/16 500 day if it had been bright winter. But I think a lot of the pictures were taken at 250 because it's January 15th and the sun is much lower in elevation in the sky than it is during the summer. So what's like a sunny 16 day for summer is probably maybe open it up like 1 or 2 more stops, because there's definite shadows even at high noon. And there were a couple, so in the front of my apartment building where all the retail is, that gets like a lot of sunlight. So I think I was probably at f/16 and 250, and then I was opening up to f/16 and 125 when I was taking pictures, I believe, in back of my apartment building. At least I was trying to do that. Certainly I was doing that, I believe, when I was taking shots off my balcony in the beginning couple of shots on the roll. So I hope you enjoy the pictures on the roll, and thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is Crusader Rabbit, KBNY 5962, ending our broadcasting day. Oops. Trying to set up here for a nice thumbnail. And I knocked on the box. Good night, campers.